being a common sense human being in September 2022 and not understanding that brand is built on social. I genuinely mean that. I mean, you'd have to be so subconsciously religious about what you were taught in college about how brands are built to be anyone that doesn't see it. So I love when people are like, Gary, TV works for you. Like, you spent $6 million on that campaign. I'm like, it should work. That's why most brands are losing. They're wrong. You're absolutely right. I can't imagine being a common sense human being in September 2022 and not understanding that brand is built on social. I genuinely mean that. I mean, you'd have to be so subconsciously religious about what you were taught in college about how brands are built to be anyone that doesn't see it. And so my philosophy is, why would you spend money on something?
Woo! What is going on, dreamers? Good morning, rise and shine. YouTube did not want to let me go ahead and get this message out today, but I made it a point to make sure that we were going to go ahead and get this value out, because I know this is a great message for everybody going to be able to tap into and get some tactical advice on how to go ahead and become magnetic on your social media. So I'm excited. Good morning, Cedric. What's going on, brother? It's great to see you, dreamers. What is happening today? As you guys can see, that is the topic coming in. So get your notebooks out, get your pens out. A lot of value is going to be dropped on how you can go ahead and brand, grow, and become magnetic onto all of your different social media pages. So let me get live on IG, and it is game time. Here we go. What's a little bit of gratitude that everybody's grateful for coming into the Thursday? Let me know. Drop it down below. And we're gonna go ahead and get rocking. All right, awesome. IG is live. Let's get into it, family. So I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful to be able to go ahead and move these things. I'm grateful for the opportunity that we're living in right here, right now. I'm grateful to know that even though universally, right, when you guys really pay attention and see the world is under so much mental health issue awareness, there's never been a better time than to do exactly what it is that we're doing, to be able to be growing every day, to be able to be continuously reading, getting around positivity, learning, hitting the gym, eating better, right, drinking alkaline. All of these is crucial when it comes to elevating and maxing out to make the most of 2023. So I'm grateful for it all. I'm ready to go ahead and get into it for the day. Mr. Jay Shields in the building. Diego, it's good to see you, family. Here we go. So my topic, everybody, today, we're going to be talking about how to go ahead and become magnetic on social media. Now, here's the truth, right? When it comes to social media, this is coming from somebody, okay? At the beginning, I didn't like social media, if we're being honest. I didn't like to go ahead and put myself out there. I wasn't great at speaking. I didn't care to see all the negativity that was going on every day until my mentor taught me one thing. He said, D, social media works one or two ways, right? Either you can use social media, or social media is going to use us. So I made a shift that day to realize that the next thing, he said, there's so many like-minded people out there that you just haven't met yet when you start putting yourself out there and letting the law of attraction work in your favor, right? You see, if we all started a blank Facebook page right now today and we put out cats, what are we going to attract? People that like cats. How about sports? We're going to attract people that like sports. Well, how about if we put out positivity, growth, education, learning, value on a daily, but what are we going to start attracting? Like-minded individuals into our organization and into our life. You see, this is just literally understanding laws of the universe. So today, let's go ahead and get into it. I've got a great presentation to go ahead and really dive in and teach you guys multiple keys on how this thing really works and how to go ahead and max it out. So first things first, right? My first topic for everybody when it comes to building your Facebook, when it comes to go ahead and building your Instagram, your YouTube, okay, I don't care what platform it is, all of these are going to directly apply, because you're going to realize a couple different things, right? You're going to start to see how important consistency is. You're going to realize how crucial it is to start identifying your core values, right? What is it that you stand for? If I were to look at your page and I can just see your bio, I can see your profile, I can see your top 9 pictures, can I start to understand what it is that you do and who it is that you are? Because I know you only get 7 seconds to really capture somebody's attention when it comes to social media. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I got a lot of great keys diving into. First thing, okay, my first title, you guys can go ahead and title this piece The Cleanup. Okay, the first step that I had to do to become magnetic on social media that I started noticing influencers and mentors doing, they cleaned up their page, right? So if I were to do an evaluation on any of your pages right now, you want to go ahead and drop your IG, I can look at in 7 seconds and I can see if you've actually cleaned up your page, right? By looking at a couple of different things. Number one is going to be identifying the bio. Okay, what does the bio look like? What does the profile picture look like? Do you have highlights in the front of that, right? When I look at your top 9 photos, are they quality or is it just random pixelated posts that we just go ahead and threw up there, right? That was me. And even at the beginning, my cleanup phase, right? I had to take off all of the partying, all the negativity that I had on there. But here's the crazy part, right? Ever since I made the decision, I had never deleted a post on my social media, right? You guys can actually go back and see throughout the years, literally when I graduated college, sleeping out of my car, the whole journey is documented because I wanted to go ahead and show this because I knew at one point in time, somebody was going to be in my shoes. Somebody was going to be looking and asking how it is that you got to that level. Well, guess what? Your story is the same way. So the first step is to be able to take out, I call it taking out the trash, taking out the noise. So we can go ahead and take out the old to allow the new to go ahead and come in, okay? So first impression is key. What does the profile picture look like? How does the bio, is the bio clean? Does it explain who it is that you are and the value that you give? And the next piece, right? When it comes to even posting, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but you can actually go in your insights. If you have your account on professional, if you have it on creator, right? You can actually go into your insights, into your dashboard, and you can start seeing some really crucial pieces of data. You can see, number one, what's the ratio between male and female, right? Where are most of your viewers tapping into? Are they tapping in from different countries? Are they tapping into the States, right? What are the best times that you can be posting your content, right? My best times are going to be different than your best times because I have people from all around the world, right? So my people in Nigeria, they're 7 hours ahead. So maybe sometimes my best time might be to post at somebody's nighttime because the other side of the world is wide awake. So you have to look at your stats, you have to look at your data and start figuring out what times best fit you. Okay. So that's the rebuilding phase, right? The next piece I want to go ahead and give to you guys. So if number one is going to be rebuild, number two is going to be let's be creative and let's be consistent. Okay. Let's be creative and let's be consistent. Here's what a couple of the mentors have talked about over the course of the years, right? Even Brandon Boyd gave this training. Content comes from a million different angles, right? He talks about we don't need to overthink it. We're allowed to be able to be innovative and we're allowed to go ahead and be able to create. You see, there's so many things that we do along the course of our day, believe it or not, that we can actually go and put out to document, right? If I were to give you one piece of advice, instead of thinking about creating all the time, because I know many people ask me every day, people are like, D, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to put out there. Well, let me give it to you like this, right? And this is why they say we're going to grow in life well before we grow in business. Here's what I mean by that, right? When we can start documenting the daily journey every day, I'm talking about hitting the gym, journaling, right? Getting on Zoom calls, calling our mentors, going out to events, investing back into books, back into ourselves, just being able to document that, leading by example, naturally, we're going to inspire other people that are looking to go ahead and do the same. If you guys were to just think about it right now, think about your close group of friends. Think about what we normally see on social media. How many people are excited to go to work tomorrow? How many people are excited to go wake up and do the exact same thing they did yesterday? For most people, they're not. How many do you know that are actually outside of this business, right? That are actually actively growing themselves, reading, getting new knowledge every day? For most people, for 95% of the world, they're living in the same hamster wheel every single day, right? So the way I see it, there's never been a bigger and better opportunity than right now to be able to stick out like a diamond in a haystack, right? Us just being the light, us showing up every day, you're literally becoming that diamond. You're becoming that light that everybody's looking for to follow. If you didn't know this already, think about it. Everybody walking is looking for somebody to follow. That's the truth, right? Anybody who's great, they had a mentor, they had a coach. Well, the same thing goes for all of us. Just like we're looking for mentorship and growth, everybody else is looking for the exact same thing. It's just not everybody is ready for it yet. But as we start putting it out there, you're going to start attracting the right like-minded people into your life and into your organization, right? So next thing, right, when it comes to being creative and being consistent, there's a lot of different ways that we can go out and build our social media, right? You guys can go out and you can take a picture in any of the nature that you have in your cities. So many of you live in so many cool different places, right? Some of you live in North Carolina. Some of you are in Cali. Some of you are out in Vegas, right? Some of you over in Florida. I know in all of these different cities, there's beautiful places that we can go take an hour, take a little bit of time today, this week, and go and create some content, right? We like to call it content creation days, where we literally just take some time. And here's the cool part. You can go and get 3 or 4 outfits, go and hit 3, 4 different locations and go build your content for the next week, right? Go build your content so you already have it in the pipeline ready to go, okay? This is what professionals do. This is what influencers do. So it's not to the point where you wake up and you're like, man, I got to go get a photo. I got to go get some content to go post today. No, you can already have content built into your pipeline ready to go ahead and post, okay? So that's how you can be creative. That's how you can be consistent. Another way to be creative is find individuals who are winning in your niche, right? For us, we have chairmen, we have educators that have phenomenal social media accounts that are literally magnetic, attracting individuals on a daily basis. Well, something that's cool that we can do, they say great artists, good artists copy, but you see great artists steal. So what can we take? What information we go ahead and tweak? What content we go ahead and take and make our own that we can put out as well, right? If you see what's winning for others, it can also win for us, but we get to make it our own. Okay, that's number 2, being consistent and being creative. Number 3, right? My third key for all of you is going to be less hype, more value, right? Less hype, more value. What do I mean by that? Okay, when people are coming onto your social media page, yes, the views, yes, the setting is phenomenal, right? Even if Alex Morton gets on a jet, right? If people are going in penthouses, yes, that's cool for people to see. But this is a huge shift that I had when I realized this, right? I used to think that I always had to post these lavish things to get people into the business. You know what I understood? Just posting lavish, just posting materialistic things, you know what you're going to attract? People that just want money, right? And when you attract people that just want money, guess what happens? They come, but they go just as fast, right? 30 days goes by. They're like, yo, D, Jess, Deanne, right? Where's all the money at? Right, Shane, how come I haven't made thousands of dollars yet? Because they have a microwave mindset. You know what I started to do? I started to lead with value. I started to lead with becoming the highest version of myself. And you know what we start to attract? Like-minded people who know that this is not just a get-rich thing, right? But this is something that does take effort. It does take passion. It's going to take a little bit of time to go ahead and manifest, right? So this comes from leading with value. This comes from being real. This comes from being authentic, right? We don't need to lie and say we've made all of this money. In fact, when you're new, I want you to be as real and raw, as authentic as you can be. You don't need to lie to anybody to tell them you've made thousands of dollars in your first month. People want to know the real story, right? Where were you before you joined? Oh, I was working 2 jobs. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I knew there was more for me. So I actually committed. I made a decision to learn new skill sets, to get around individuals that actually did have success, that were willing to actually walk me through. And I know exactly where it is that I'm going the next 90 days to 6 months because I'm learning, because I'm growing on a consistent daily basis. You see, that's the story that's going to allow people to click and resonate with you. Not lying and making up this huge facade that we made thousands of dollars when we really didn't. Flexing on the outside when internally nothing's really happening yet. You see, we need to faith it until we make it, not fake it till we make it, right? That's the truth. And that's one of the biggest blessings that I got the chance to realize along the journey, right? Just giving value, being genuine, showing up on a daily basis, right? We don't need to be a shark. We can be a fisherman, putting out content on a daily basis, and people are going to bite on your line. I'm telling you, right? Next, building a following, right? At the same time, We can be a hunter, and we can also be hunted. You see, being hunted is putting out value, right? It's putting out consistent content on a daily basis. And guess what happens? People are going to start hunting you in your inbox. They're going to start tracking you down to ask you, how can they get the value? How can they get this blueprint that you have access to? But at the same time, you're able to go ahead and build a following by being a shark, right? By being able to actually go out there and build relationships, by getting out of the comfort zone a little bit, right? You guys realize that we can build this business in any city, any state, in any country, right? You can go on Instagram right now. You can go ahead and type in any state, any city, any country, and you can start building, creating relationships and networking with people inside of these cities, right? We have events out in Cali, we have events out in New York, we have events out in Florida, and you can start building over there before you even get there, right? You guys can go on Facebook, you can type in people who live in Arkansas, people who live in Texas, and you can start building relationships with people not even being in that city, state, or country yet. And you know what the best part about it? This business is meant to be international, right? We're able to connect through technology. Look at this call. It's like we're sitting in the same room, but we're all tapped in from all different parts of the world. This is the power of leveraging social media, of leveraging technology, right? Of building a following. So here's my keys when it comes to building a following, okay? Number one, the goal, right? When you guys start realizing how powerful it is to build your network, to expand your circle of influence, here's the goal. The goal can be for any one of you, right? If you really want to take this seriously, to build your network by 5 to 10 people every single day, right? Think about it. We walk past 15 new people anywhere that we're going to go on any given day basis. Going to the mall, going to the gym, going out to get something to eat, the cashier, the person behind the register, the person that sold us, the shoes at the mall. These are all different people that we can connect with every single day. And here's the beauty of it. We can do this both ways, right? We can network online and we can also network offline, right? On both sides. So I can meet people in person and I can also send out DMs. I can also send out comments. I can also drop love on people's stories online and start to build a following, okay? I want you guys to think about something. Anytime that you get a notification, don't you always go out and check that person? Every time, right? So think about the same thing goes for us. Whenever you like, whenever you comment, whenever you shoot a follow on somebody's page, I promise you, they're going to come back and check out who it is that you are. And if you're giving out content, if you're giving out value on a daily basis, that's doing a lot of the talking for you. Now they can see what you do for a living, what you do for work, the value that you give, and now already you can start piquing their interests and have the ability to be able to go ahead and do business with them, right? So that's huge, okay? Building a following, targeting like-minded individuals. You guys can also do this as well. Go to hashtags, go type in real estate. Go to hashtags, go type in e-commerce. Go to hashtags, go type in entrepreneur. And now you can follow all like-minded people in all different niches to start building relationships with, right? I can go to hashtags, I can go follow artists, right? I have a lot of artists that are inside of the business. Well, guess what? I know they want to make money because it takes money to build a brand. It takes money to go ahead and put out content, right? If I know somebody's an athlete in sports, if I know somebody that wants to go ahead and get their dream car, I know it takes money to go ahead and get to these levels. So I'm not afraid to reach out to anybody. I'm not afraid to create a relationship because I know the access that we have, almost anybody walking can get value from building an online store, can get value from making money with a trade anywhere that has Wi-Fi, but they'll never know the value that we have if we never reach out and create a relationship and start building a following, building a list, right? And last but not least, the last piece I want to give to you guys when it comes to building your content, building your brand, and becoming more magnetic on social media is this, okay? Your story and your voice, okay? If there's one big piece of advice that I can give to you all, is being able to not be afraid to use your voice, not be afraid to go ahead and put out your story. They say facts tell, stories sell. So anybody watching your content, they can relate from you working 2 jobs. They can relate from you working a full-time job and being able to start something part-time, being able to go after your dreams when nobody else can see what you see. This is the story that people want to see. This is what people are waiting for you to go ahead and put out. So today I ask you, what are people ready to remember you for? What is the content you're ready to put out on a consistent basis? And when are you ready to go ahead and put out that story so people can see the real you, right? People can see behind the scenes. There's nothing wrong with getting on our story every day and showing people the day-to-day, right? You see, the story is for the day-to-day. The post is for the highlights of our life. And being able to go ahead and be consistent, build a brand, build a network is a reason why they say our network is our net worth, right? So family, that is my training for everybody today on how to go ahead and become magnetic on social media. Identify who it is that you are, what brand you want to go out and build, and how you can go ahead and grow it day by day. So if you got any value from today, go ahead and drop some threes down below. Smash that like button. And this is a month, if nobody told you today, that I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. And I'm so excited for June because we're jumping to new levels in June. Couple big announcements, right? Friday, we've got a major event going down in LA. It's a huge event on Friday. Super Saturday is coming to Miami. And over the next 60 days, we're going to have these Super Saturdays going in multiple different cities coming to one near you. So family, with that being said, let's go out and be great. It's your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have a great day, Dream Team. A lot of value coming. Stay tuned in the chat. Stay plugged in and get ready because we are manifesting greatness in the month of June. It's game time. Let's get to work.